Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Colin for YouTube, Resident _of Colin for BitChute. And I'm here to review the movie Color Out of Space, stars Nicolas Cage. And, you know, I know a lot of people have hyped this movie and they said it's really, really great. I think it's really, really good, but I wouldn't call it really, really great. I feel there's moments in this film that they try to copy, almost rip off of John Carpenter's The Thing. And, when I watch something, I want it to be completely original. And don't get me wrong, there's moments of this film that are original. I love the scene setting in the countryside. I love the how they use the color purple. That's what it looks like to me. Um, Considering my daughter's favorite color is purple. But it was just how the guy described it at the end was really great. Um, they had the Pacas that were mutated, and when they mutated, they looked like almost like the dogs in John Carpenter's The Thing. And I just thought, there's moments of this movie where I get when that happens, I'm going, why did you have to do that? What was I'd rather they had focused on the bugs a lot more, the alien looking praying mantis bugs. It felt like that was going to be more part of the story than they let on, and it wasn't. There was moments they were in the story, and then boom, they're gone. Um, and I'm thinking, okay, why? Well, why isn't that more a focal point of your story? It just seems like there's moments of this film they're not sure where they're wanting to go with their story. One minute there's alien praying mantis bugs after the spaceship crashes, and then there's not. I like the fruit sequence with Nicolas Cage. I thought that made sense because you could still see the bugs at that point, and I felt like, okay, if they're a focal part of your story, then why not make them as such? And it just, and look, I'm not saying it looked like the praying mantises were part of the aliens. It didn't look like so much the praying mantises were affected by what was going on. It was because there was too many of them. You get it? Like, we seen them have a horse. We seen the family owned a horse. They owned a pack as they owned a dog. The guy, their spotter, owned a cat named G Spot. They were infected by the aliens, or drinking the water, whatever you want to say. But the praying mantises felt more like they were a part of the aliens than anything else. And then they're there through some parts of the movie, but then they're gone. They're just like, okay, where'd they go? Why aren't they more your focal point? And then, there's a part of this movie, it really does feel like it's trying to be John Carpenter's The Thing. Um, I'm going to have to give this movie a 6 out of 10. I can't give it any higher than that. I do think it's good. It's a good watch. The atmosphere is really good. The acting is great. I love the acting. I think that one girl really did a good job. I love how she's practicing Wicca or witchcraft, or she seems to believe in it, and she has books on it. Um, I I like the guy that played that was studying the water. I thought he was a really interesting character. He wasn't in the film a bunch until he's in the beginning. He's out there when the meteorite crashes. He does come to check on a family, and then you don't see him till the very end. Which somewhat makes sense because he did say he had to study the water. But he comes back with the sheriff when they discover these animals that look like they were running from something. They look mutated. And that leads into the pack as they got mutated. The horse ran away. It looked like it was going to get mutated. The cat, the cat, loved the cat sequence. That was funny. I really enjoyed it. the the mom and dad come coming back from the hospital and the cat jumping out, the mutated cat jumping out looked good. I didn't like the way the Packers looked because it felt like they were ripping off of John Carpenter's The Thing, and I do think there's moments in that movie they do that. Um, where do they not? Where's their originality? I think in the way they use the color itself and the fact that the water's infected by the aliens, and the aliens had mind control. The aliens were sort of telling the dad what to do. They were also telling the guy, they were sort of peeking into the mind of the guy with the water a little bit, even though actually, sorry, that was the dad who saw the family. The guy with the water went under the basement as everything blew up. I like how they use, like, it was like ash covers him, and he's holding the compass that girl had. Um, wow. I did like that part, and I like the ending. I like the ending synaptis, the ending monologue. I love the monologue at the end. That was really good. But overall, I give this film a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's bad. I just wish there's things. This film, at times, it leaves a lot on the table to be desired. There's things they could have done that I wish they had done, but they didn't. If you're the aliens that crash in that ship and you really are those praying mantises, because again, you don't see the praying mantises until after the aliens show up. So that's why I'm led to believe the praying mantises were sort of the aliens. Then, why wasn't that more of a focus? That's sort of my question of that. But that's my review of Color Out of Space. Go check out the movie, guys. Hope you enjoyed the movie. If you did, you did. If you didn't, you didn't. Hope you enjoyed the review. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.